Hello, very good evening, folks. Welcome back to my channel again. Welcome to the Mumbai 19th February 2023 Soso card, folks, in offering three Class 5B races and one baby race, folks. Be selective in the racing. 3, 4 races are very good. That's where I'll focus. Folks, this paddock looks is very important. I am not a paper handicapper. I watch paddock. What is I do is what is called a physicality handicapping. Today, for example, I give you an example. Today, a horse called Leonardo was running. On the paper, he looked a cinch. He was 4 kilos lower than Monteverdi. He was so dry coated, folks. Those who came live on my paddock review, they made a ton of money. I kept on saying very dry coat, and I was shocked. It was even money in place and 4-1 in win. Just like eyes are for human beings a gateway to the soul, the coat is a very good criteria to watch what is internally going on in the horse's body, folks. It just doesn't happen that the coat will shine by itself. They don't put a boot polish, so you want to bet a horse which is feeling good at 15 minutes before the race, folks. What happened 2 months ago or 3 months ago, it's a different story, folks. What it matters is last 15 minutes, and last 15 minutes you can only observe in the paddock. Make it a habit, folks. I cannot even bet 5 rupees, forget 10 rupees, without watching a horse in the paddock because I entered the racetrack at a very young age of 17. Today I'm 66 years old. I cannot bet. I don't know how some of you do, but anyways, it's everybody has their own idea. Where the form meets the uh, total fitness and body weight, folks, then you have a winner. Just reading handicapping is 50% of the homework. 50% you have to learn to watch, especially those websites which are free, folks, like Hyderabad, Delhi. Should make a habit, folks. Anyways, and the other thing I want to say before I go to the races is there is something called value for the money, folks. I like Trey Bien in the last race very much. But when the odds were offered at 65 paisa, I mean, it's not worth 65 paisa horse, folks. 65 paisa horse is worth in class 2, class 1, who has won many races. This character is in class 4 or 5. It doesn't really make sense, folks. No matter who says good, but even I in the morning said so, but whatever I say after that, at the end of the day, odds one must watch. Anyway, enough is enough. Going to the races, folks. First race, big no-no for me, class 5. There is one horse, Lord Murphy. He gets blinkers. And if he gets some money on his back, Jaidev Modi's horse is a big better, everybody knows. And money will come, just keep observing. Then maybe worth a tenner. That's it, folks. It's class 5B, not my cup of tea to begin with. Second race, folks, it's there's a horse called what's it? Sierra de la Plata. Pacey's horse is by MPR, still a maiden, but ran in Oaks and a decent fourth and all. Lost a shoe in the last race. She definitely will be in the thick of the things. There's a horse called Golden Neil by Narendra Lagad. He ran in a derby also, nothing great, but nonetheless a derby is a derby. But the race before that, when he won, was impressive. There's a freak horse called San Salvatore who ran away that day in the evening races and won by a distance. Uh, and there is a horse, Nelson River, going at a very featherweight of 44 kilos, 45 kilos. Nonetheless, Sierra del Plata, if the odds are, again, value for the money, folks, you have to realize it's still a maiden, and you have to realize that MPL is not my favorite sire. So unless I see the value, I leave this race alone or bet in place or something. Race number 3, 1200 meters, folks, class 3, always competitive in Amateur Riders Club Trophy. Snowfall, after he came back from the setback, was very impressive in the victory. But there is a horse called Lord Widder. He could be the main danger to Snowfall. Again, if it's 60 paisa, 50 paisa, I am not betting. Lord Widder is a live danger to Snowfall. There is no question about it. Uh, Race number 4, folks, is the 2000-meter race, the Sony Bra Trophy, Class 4. This 2000 meters race makes me quite nervous because there is inevitably one horse that will try to run away and mess up the pace and judgment of other jockeys, etc. Malesh Naradu has two horses, Lord Phoenicia and the other one. I don't know why I put Sandesh on Lord Phoenicia and on the other horse, Jerusalem, is put other jockey. Race is not as simple as it looks on the paper. There is Alpine Star of Narendra Lagad. That jockey told him that's the thing that this horse longer the better. But Narendra Lagad has a strange theory of running every horse every week. He thinks it's a great idea. I disagree, but you never know. Lord Phoenicia gets a tongue strap for a change. That should make a huge difference. There is a horse called Brave Beauty in here. She also won a mile race quite impressively. If she can go the distance, folks, she could be very much a danger. This race is also a very little risky business to bet. Race number 5, folks, the Colonel Govind Singh Trophy for a 3-year-old maiden. One horse stands out, Alexandros by Pacey. Normally, Pacey's horses improve a ton after the first run. This horse was given a educative run first time. Altamash Ahmed used to train, but now Pacey got all the Equus Ruia's horses. He is a very well bred horse, folks, by imported sire called Morning Moonlight in Magic, and the dam also very well bred. So he could be very much a good bet for the day if all things in the paddock for me kind of checks out and the odds are worth betting. Not betting it odds on favorite though, that's for sure. Race number 6 and 7, folks, again big no-no for me. Class 5 races, folks. There's a horse called She's on Fire. Occasionally she gets on a fire. There's a horse called Walter. The last run, very big question mark by Sandesh. He kind of either came late or hooked a horse or was not in the game. Who knows? These sort of hidden agendas are very difficult to figure out. Again, he'll be the favorite. There's a horse of Imtiaz. It's a huge animal, 500 plus kilos, called Freedom. I still think 1600 is a short distance for him. 2000 would be ideal, but he could be in the money. Race number 7, folks, totally open matka kind of a race. Just put a finger on any number and you will get a winner. I think if you do selective in the last race, you should be counting money instead of trying to figure out a winner. Number 3, perfect win kind of comes into play, but I stay away. I stay away normally from all these class 5B races, folks. Snowfall and the Pacey's Baby, those two bets look kind of very safe and horses with some sort of decent form, and you will get the run for the money. The rest races are very openish kind of a race, folks. So be selective. You have a good one. There is Hyderabad always next day, not a bad center, but Bombay always after the derby, folks. These sort of things happen, and you get caught in the horses which are very average and mediocre in the form and quality, but nonetheless you have to live with it. So what can you do? Bye bye. Thanks for watching, folks. Gamble sensibly. Do try to come live on the same channel if you are free that time. That is, being Sunday, when more than 7,500 people do come on paddock. I may not be able to find you a winner, but I can guarantee you I'll find you a loser for sure. Bye bye, folks. Thanks for watching.